final one of the night. It is the Georgia Metros taking on Team Pointer. Joel Hilsman, Chris Watkins, glad to be here with you. PeachStateBasketball.com. Any gym is home. It is the PSB Summer Kickoff right here. SUVtv. Team Pointer all in white tops, white bottoms, and they got the pink numbers. And the Georgia Metros all in the navy blue, trimmed in the gold. And there's a steal and a scooping layup to the hoop. Is no good for Pointer. So there's a jumper from this corner. It's going to be good. Nice short corner jumper right there on the hoop was Kenya Sims. Out of Mays.
It's going to be an exciting matchup here. It's going to be an exciting matchup here between, we got two Nike EYBL teams. You have Team Elite that has a number of top 100 caliber players. You have two of them, top 25. One of them is right there on that drive, and you have Kayla Pointer. You also have Q Morris, 23 in white, can be a player to watch. You have Erica Cassell inside. She is a North Carolina State commit, 2016. Has really bounced back here in the last year and a half since the ACL tear, really getting her athleticism back up underneath her.
Eric Cassell, and there's a hoop there as well. Score.
That's Jennifer Stady there at the top of the key out of West Forsyth High School. She's going to be making her way to Maryland.
Cassell with the pass, dump low to Quinnisha Morrison, no good. Autumn Newby lost it and she went up. Autumn Newby now coming into her own. Out of Archer, 6'2", she'll be a junior coming up.
Newby's a player you're going to look to do a number of things in this game. You see her there with a tap from the top of the key. Really versatile forward, is able to put it on the floor, has shown that range. You have a player that's kind of similar, that's going to come off the bench for him, and India Jones out of Brookwood High School. So you have a number of players that we've got ranked in our Prospects Nation, top 100 here in the country within their class.
This lineup here on the floor for Team Pointer is just a very nice lineup, and Autumn Newby's just a very nice ball player all the way around. Her and Cassell manning the paint. Cassell gets the rebound, but the pass was stolen away. Ripped back from behind by Sarah Myers. Myers gives it over on this left side to Jada Walton, and Walton lost it. Now they have it down low, and Kenya Sims was fouled, and she'll be going up. Matthew Huddleston, the head coach of the Georgia Metros, and then, of course, Kurt Pointer, the head coach of Team Elite Pointer.
When you look on the baseline here right now, we got North Carolina State, you got Charlotte, you got about 40 schools down there on the baseline, you got Georgia State, Kennesaw State, all here in the building to watch these players right now. Also got Chattanooga over there sitting to the side. So when you talk about the caliber of teams we have here on championship, it's not Sunday, but it's a championship Monday we have here at the PSB Summer Kickoff. Oh, Tuesday. Yeah, it's just, all the days once you get in the open period, they all just start blending together.
That's the best problem in the world to have. Free throw, no good by Kenya Sims. She missed them both. Now here's Kayla Pointer. Pointer now dribbling with the left hand, belt high. Kayla Pointer had a dramatic game winner here on SUVtv in our preseason opener. Nice pass right there, Newby. Newby down there to Cassell. Cassell still underneath, got it, and they're going to call her for traveling. Erica Cassell, wholly innocent, 6'1". You talk about her going to North Carolina State. North Carolina State is slowly getting some quality players, and I really like Ace Cohen, who's coming from Canada. Her and Cassell are going to be on the same team. It'll be interesting to watch that develop at North Carolina State.
Yeah, definitely. Ace, was, from BC's finest, was a team that she's just fun to watch. You talked about her in our last tournament. As you see, we got Jenna Brown handling down here. She's going to be a player that's going to make some moves here in the 2018 class out of Leavitt High School. But just talk about what they're building there, at North Carolina State. I think Cassell's going to be able to do some things, there in the ACC. What she does best is rebound the basketball.
4-2, both teams struggling as we played 3 minutes. There's a steal, shot to passing lane Morrison. Morrison going to try to go all the way, easy lip, good. Quinnisha Morrison, Mount Perrin High School, out of Powder Springs. Jada Lewis checks into the ball game now for Elite Pointer. There's a three out of the corner, good, banged it home. A long three ball out of that right corner by Sarah Myers.
Myers is a player, if you leave her open like that, it's going to be knocked down. I mean, there's no doubt about it. You give her that space, and you got to identify them when you're on the defensive end of the floor.
I think they gave Myers running the floor, no good. Autumn Newby gets the rebound and puts it on the floor, gets it up ahead to Cassell. Cassell now peels it back, and there's Pointer driving down the lane, shot up, no, and she'll get 2 free throws.
You saw in that last defensive possession when Jennifer Stady is able to do there just with her length in terms of being a rim protector, and that's what transitions, height transitions, and that's something that you can't really teach. Even if you get beat, which she had there, she's able to just reach over and be, wall up inside the paint and be a rim protector.
Myers' 3, as we looked at that on the replay, was a 2. So I stand corrected. Myers with that jumper. And Kayla Pointer stands up there and goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line, her first points. Holy Innocents, 5'6" guard. There's a drive and a layup, good. Kenya Sims scored on one end, and Jada Lewis came back and scored on the other end, and they're just back and forth now at the moment. Jada Lewis, state champ at McEachern. Here's Pointer. Pointer moving to the right, now swings it over to Morrison. Cassell was there. They won't give it that shot, but she didn't want to shoot that. Here's Morrison. Perner running the offense. Here's Jada. Jada gives it to Kayla Pointer. Kayla now spinning and now floating it up off the back iron. No good. Autumn Newby gets the rebound. She holds, now lost it. Now Autumn down there fighting for it. Autumn comes away with it. There's Cassell. Cassell back out, and then they swinging it back this way. Here's Jada Lewis. Lewis now to Cassell. Good pass over to Autumn Newby. No good. Good offense. Cassell on the offensive rebound. Goes back up and in, scores. Erica Cassell, and we've got a whistle. And it looks like Jenna Stady got popped in the face a little bit, in the eye or something like that. So a substitution will be made. Rashika White will be coming in out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and Old Berry Academy.
A player that just checked in the game here in White is Raven Johnson. You talk about a player that's in the 2016 class that is going to be a big name here for college coaches. She wasn't able to play in the spring period because she had a meniscus tear. Worked really hard in the spring and the summer. So look at number 13 here on the White fringe, top 100 player here that we have. Working, and she's getting back from that knee injury. So look for big things for her here today. Super athletic, really has the ability to put the ball on the floor and create her own shot.
Yeah, Raven Johnson made a household name for herself over at Parkview and still has an opportunity to do that. Man, she has lost some tough ball games in her career at Parkview to some tough teams.
I was actually, I watched, for those on the broadcast, I don't talk about it much, but, I talk about it a lot. It's on the broadcast. My dad used to be Ravens coach a couple years ago. They lost a diamond to Shields in double overtime. Probably the most exciting game I've ever seen. About 4,000 people in the gym for a high school girls basketball game here in Metro Atlanta. But Ravens game has really developed here over the last couple years. Really excited for her here during this July Open period.
That's one of those games where, everybody wanted to see it happen later. It just happened that soon. And, man, what a ball game that was. Pointer driving back at them. It's 12-9. These ladies are now beginning to fire it up a little bit. 12-11. The Metro leading. Georgia Metro's leading, but Newby's going to come away with it. Now here's come Kayla Pointer. Kayla with it, goes behind the back, dribbles. There's Raven Johnson and a 5. This Pointer elite squad is loaded. Maybe one of the top 20 teams in the nation?
Yeah,
that's my guess.
Well, when you talk about
Raven Johnson will inbound it out from underneath. She kicks it out high to Jada Lewis. Now Lewis is going to hold it with a belt high dribble, goes around a newbie screen, now over to Kayla Pointer. Pointer holds it and brings it back out now to Jada Lewis. Lewis needs to be careful, close to carrying that basketball. Raven Johnson, a three, it's off. Rebound will be chased down and rebounded by Jones. Jones shot up, off, no good. Fight for it, out of bounds. You can go ahead and finish your thought, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about whether or not they're one of the top 20 teams in the country, for the last couple of years, whether as 8th graders, they won the AAU championship down in Orlando. When this team, and they've added pieces, whether it's Raven this year, they added Newby, they've added, Johnson, but that core group of Erica Cassell, Kayla Pointer, Zatora Cook is going to Georgia Tech, and Q Morrison's, they were beating the elite of the elite the last couple years. They took Asia Durr, beat Asia Durr's team last year in the May Day. They beat Natea Cooper teams, whether when she was playing with Central Florida Elite last year with Destiny Walker. So for the last couple years, they have proven themselves. And now this year on the top level, the EYBL, they're really going to have their chance. But not to discredit this Georgia Metro's team as well, a number of talented players. So, and this is just a fantastic matchup. This is one of those I'm excited to jump on the broadcast for.
Exactly. I mean, we've had a lot of those matchups today and across just since March and April here on the network. Newby, power dribble, tried to kick it on the pass underneath the Jones. Lindsay Marcacci was on this team, not listed on the roster this time, teammate of Autumn Newby, but she recently was offered and declared to go to Indiana, and she's just young, had a good freshman and sophomore year, and she was here as well. There's a foul down low on Jones. Jones, 6'3", 2017, she's going to Brookwood, or is at Brookwood, I should say. And since she's checked into the free throw line, she's found her way into the game. She's found her way to the free throw line. Rashika White, when she hit her first two, as they're taking a look at Jenna Stoddy on that side. I don't know if it's a contact issue, an eye, head, something there. 12-11. 8:51 to go. Joel Hilsman, Chris Watkins, glad to be here with you. SUVTV's coverage of the PSB summer kickoff. She makes one of two and has 3 points, 3 of 4. Here's Kayla Pointer. Pointer driving, jump stop, floated off, nice pass to Jones. Jones couldn't finish. Newby gets the rebound, power dribble, lost it between the legs, goes to the floor, falls for it, ripped out of there Raven Johnson. Johnson to Porter now. Pointer tried to go back down to Jones. Jones wasn't ready. She has to chase it in the corner. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a Pointer elite turnover, 13-11. White on the putback. No, she did make the other free throw. Excuse me. She got 4 points off on the free throw line. Missed that putback right there. I'm going to ask her what's going on with the hair. I'm going to ask her about that. I like that. I just want to know what inspired that. Interesting. Here's Pointer. Pointer now rolling with Jones. Jones got it blocked by White. White is playing ball. Coming away with it now. Here come the Metros. They come back this way. Quickly into the forecourt. Running the break all the way. Layup off the glass. It's good. A layup by Jada Walton out of Southwest DeKalb. And a steal. Here comes the Metros back this way again. That's Sarah Myers giving it off. Another layup going in there, scoring it easy is Jenna Brown. And Pointer Elite has seen enough. They call time. 17-11. Georgia Metros out rolling right now.
This is something that Team Elite's not generally used to, whether it's falling behind. I'll go ahead and let you hit the replay right there.
That's the ProspectNation.com instant replay. Running the break. That's the first one. Nice layup off the glass. Beautiful layup there. And they came right back with another one. And that's when that one had to call a timeout, 17-11. Taking a look now at the Pointer Elite bench. And Kirk Pointer talking during the timeout. They do not look like a well-oiled machine or anything close to themselves right now. 17-11 with 7:44 to go. And here's the last fast break that's going to sent them to a timeout. That's Kayla Pointer on her scooping drive that was beautiful as she scooped right down the lane. Kayla Pointer, she has 3 points in this contest.
Team Elite's generally not used to falling behind like this early in the game. I'm sure Coach Kurt Pointer is, giving them some pointers on what they need to do, look for them to possibly change the defense up here. But what the Georgia Metros are doing, they can get up and down and play the floor just as well as Team Elite. And you saw Jenna Brown make that great finish there last possession. That's a player you don't want to get going
for the Metros if you're Team Elite, because she's somebody that can put up a number of buckets real quick.
It is a short bench today for Pointer Elite. So here's Kayla Pointer on the floor with Morrison, Jones, Johnson, and Cassell. Autumn Newby takes a break, as does Jada Lewis. Swinging over on that left side. Now here's Raven Johnson. Raven going to go all the way. Lost the dribble, lost the handle, and it's going to be ripped out of there. And here comes Jenna Brown. Jenna Brown with the right-hand dribble, swings it over. There's Myers, a long three, air ball coming down to Kayla Pointer. Kayla takes it, drops it off, and knocked out of bounds. So Kayla Pointer trying to lead that break. They still will have it. Underneath, inbound to Cassell. Cassell now going to go to Jones. Jones faces the basket, turns, spins, and travels. Jones struggling here in the early going to get herself going. Indy Jones, 6'3", out of Brookwood. Brown swings it over in the corner, a long three, in and out. Cassell went ripping for the rebound, fighting with White. She got it away. Now here's Raven Johnson. Johnson up ahead to Jones, and the save was made right to Raven Johnson. Raven all the way and scoring. Raven Johnson, a field goal. Her first one of the game. It's 17-13. Nice pass, Pointer, shot blocked by Myers. Out of bounds, and let's see, we'll stay with Pointer. 17-13, 6:18 to go. In this first half. Pointer Elite trying to get it going. There goes Kayla Pointer. Kayla dumps it off to Cassell. Cassell shot up, no. Rebound by White. She ripped it out of there for the Georgia Metro. Sarah Myers with a three-pointer. I'm going to have Pointer walk up the floor with the left-hand dribble. Now she acts like she wants to back it down. She peels it back out. Dribbles between her legs, looks, now dumps it down. They get it in the post. It's blocked up by Jones. Jones really struggling right now in this contest. And as I say that, Autumn Newby gets up off the bench. There's a steal. Here comes Raven Johnson. Johnson going to go all the way. Myers blocked it out of there again. Sarah Myers having herself quite a ball game right now. 5-10 out of sight for sight. So Jones goes out and Newby comes back in. And inside, Cassell, layup good. Erica Cassell, the layup. She has 6 points. It's 20-15. They cut the lead now down to 5. Here comes Jenna Brown. Brown gonna go below the foul line. Kick it over to the left. It's on the floor. They reach in there, try to take it away. Kayla Pointer was reaching for it, out of bounds, and it will be Pointer basketball, Pointer Elite basketball. Johnson, Cassell, Newby, Morrison, and Pointer, the 5 on the floor for Team Elite Pointer. Myers, White, Brown, Sims, and Jada Walton. There's a steal. Here's Sims. Sims, stop, up good. That's her second field goal of the game. The Mays product, 5-5 out of Mays and gets that hoop. Here comes Pointer. Rebound, back in there, good. In the lane, it is good. Jada Walton, Southwest DeKalb, that is her second field goal. Now here is Pointer. So Kayla Cassell will be going to the free throw line. Now check it, that's Cassell. Erica Cassell will be going to the free throw line. She got fouled, 24-15. Cassell free throw is Taja Twitty just checked in out of Rutherfordton, North Carolina. Rutherfordton Central. Cassell splits her free throws. It's 24-17. So now here's Brown. Brown holds it over. She gives it over to Sims. Sims goes around the right screen. They bounce it down low. Going to be taken away. Shot up by Twitty. It wouldn't roll in there. Knocked out of bounds by White. It should be Pointer ball. It should be out of bounds. Let's see what the ref says. He just goes and says something. Doesn't point to the direction, but I'll assume that it's the Pointer Elite basketball. Quenisha Morrison walks into the forecourt. Dribbles it between the legs, now gives it over to Cassell. Cassell holds it. Now Raven Johnson out high. Raven Johnson around the newbie screen. Johnson, the three ball, is short off the front of the iron. Saved by Lewis. She saved it off of a Metros player. It will stay Pointer basketball. 24-17, 3:27 to go. Inbounding underneath the basket now. 24-17, the Georgia Metro's leading Pointer Elite. Inbounded Autumn Newby. Newby holds it. The pass is going to be taken away. Good defensive effort there by Jenna Brown. Here comes Jenna Brown. She's dribbling with the right hand now. Crossover to the left. There's Myers. Myers on the pass down low. Twitty turning, shooting. No. White fighting for it. Out of bounds off of Cassell. So it will be Metro's ball underneath their own basket. Kenya Sims will be inbounding it. Sims looks, now kicks it back out. There's a jumper by White, no good. Rebound, Cassell ripping down the glass. Here's Raven Johnson. Johnson back this way. Johnson turning on the Jets. Johnson put it up good. She got fouled, no call. She threw it up there with her left hand. Raven Johnson with her second field goal. Lead now down to 5, 24-19. Here's Jenna Brown. Brown gets the screen from White. She lost the ball. A steal. Johnson up ahead. Here comes Morrison. Morrison, an easy fast break layup. Good. Morrison now with 2 field goals. The lead now suddenly cut to 3, 24-21. Here's Myers being worked on by Johnson. Johnson makes her force it to the corner. There's White. White puts it on the floor, spin. Sims, a long jumper, no good. Right there in front of Kurt Pointer. Raven Johnson almost lost the dribble. She recovers with 2:20 to go. Gives it over to Jada Lewis. Jada holds. She puts it on the floor, being worked on by Sims, going all the way down the lane, scooping it up, count it, and the foul, Jada Lewis.
That's something over the last 365 days, 12 months, calendar year, whatever you want to call it, that Lewis has really improved on. I remember seeing her first 2 years ago. You know, she's kind of that spot-up shooter for that state championship team a couple years ago with Taya Cooper, drive and kick. Now what Lewis has really worked on is that ability to put it on the floor just like you saw her right there.
Cassell gets the rebound on the free throw. Lewis missed it, and they'll go to accentuate your point. Going to be Jada Lewis' team next year at the high school level with Taya gone. So she's going to have to be able to put it on the floor more.
Yeah, she's obviously done a great job of getting in the gym over there where Coach Phyllis Arthur works out with Coach Kirk Pointer. So, I mean, you can tell somebody that's really bought in. She's done a great job improving her game here over the last couple of years.
Here's Sims. Sims into the forecourt. Gets a screen from White. Sims, nice-looking jumper. No good off the left side of the rim. White gets the rebound. White pump fakes. Got it out. Blocked a little bit by Cassell. Now they fight for it down low. Twitty is there, and they cover her up. And let's see. Now the foul come way across the court. And Cassell asking for a break. Erica Cassell. Cassell and Pointer are teammates at Holy Innocents in the high school level. So Jones will come back in. Thin bench there today for Pointer Elite. Okay, so good to see Jenna Steyer come back in. A little Band-Aid over the right eye. Twitty will take a seat, so let's see how this is. Kurt Pointer wants to call time. 24-23, 1:43 to go. This is PeachStateBasketball.com and the PSB Summer Kickoff, and this is a ProspectsNation.com instant replay. The driving layup. You saw how Raven Johnson threw it up with the left hand. Should have gotten the N1 call right there.
See what Team Elite's going to do here last couple possessions. Metros have come down here. They've taken, a few rush shots, and then you are going to allow Raven. She's gotten out. She's got 4 points in the last couple minutes. Get going in transition. If you're Metros, obviously here, coach is getting on to them right now. We got to make sure we're in the right spot. Look for them to hopefully get a good set here down underneath.
Here comes Sims on the replay, right in the lane. Little floater right there, ProspectNation.com instant replay. 1 point ball game, 1:43 to go. Been slow to pick up, but it's picking up. Myers off the inbound shot, no good. White on the glass. White put it back in. I like how she came in and just played fearlessly.
Great inbounds there by Coach Huddleston. You're going to send both post players, and everybody's looking at them, and Myers just slips in from that opposite corner.
Lewis off to Jones, good. She needed that one. Nadia Jones with her first field goal. She needed that one. The dime goes to Jada Lewis. Lost it down low, out of bounds. Let's see. The ref looking. He took his time in making that call. It'll be the Metros basketball.
Jones is one of those players. She plays so hard all the time. It's one of those she's beginning to learn, all right, I just got to slow down a little bit, and just like she did right there with that short corner shot.
Traveling violation call. Pointer in, gives it over to Lewis. Lewis puts it on the floor. Now take it. There's a long three by Morris. Good. Morrison hit it in stride. Good rotation and had a little bounce in her step when she left her feet. 27-26, and look at that. Pointer Elite now has taken the lead, for the moment. But a driving layup there by Sarah Myers. Autumn Newby holds it. Autumn gonna drive, kick it off. They give it down low. Jones' shot was blocked out of there. Here come the Metros running back this way with Sims. Sims all the way, layup, no, got fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. First free throw is good by Sims. Kenya Sims, second free throw, no good. They tip for it. Jada Lewis gets the rebound. Now she goes behind the back, right hand dribble, all the way up ahead. Pointer underneath, dribbles through the lane, kicks it over. There's Newby, a jumper, no. Rebound, Jones up, foul. She'll go to the free throw line. Foul will be on Jenna Stoddy out of West Forsyth, 6'5". Back in the game after getting a little cut earlier over a right eye, and going to the free throw line, Indy Jones. Jones goes through a free throw routine, sticks it up, and in good. Jones with her first free throw. Second free throw, good. 29-29, 9 seconds to go here in the first half. Here come the Metros with Sims. Sims all the way, layup off the glass, no. Rebound coming down with 1 second, not gonna get a shot off. It'll be 29 all at the half between the Georgia Metros and Team Pointer Elite right here, SUVtv. Second half action underway here in Lawrenceville, Georgia Central Gwinnett High School. It is Team Elite Pointer in the white and the Georgia Metros in the blue, 29-29 as this second half begins. Cassell gets the pass, kicks it back out. There's Jada Lewis, a long three, air ball, no good off the left side, and it will go over to the Metros right there in the opening possession. Joel Hilsman, Chris Watkins, our entire SUVtv crew in a pretty good ball game right now, a game in which Team Elite Pointer had to scratch and fight to get back into it. They did. It's 29-all, and Cassell gets the steal. Cassell up to Newby. Newby still putting it on the floor. Head fake stop on the pass, too much, out of bounds. She wasn't pleased with it herself. And a turnover. So the Metros now with Sims will walking into the forecourt now. Both Nike squads. Holding it, looking and now holding it out high. They swing it out to the top. Dump it down low, and that's Jada Walton with a bad pass, and it'll go over to Team Elite Pointer. Morrison, Cassell, Newby, Pointer, and Jada Lewis on the floor. Jada Lewis going all the way, shot up, no good, got fouled. And she'll go to the free throw line. Thin bench, as I mentioned, for Team Elite Pointer today. No Zatoria Cook. India Jones is here and Raven Johnson is here. Autumn Newby yet to get into the book today. Kayla Pointer with 3 points in that first half. She's getting the instruction right here in front of us from Kurt Pointer, the head coach. 30-29 as Jada Lewis knocks in the first free throw. She has 5 points on the day. Cassell and Newby fall off the line, and they put Pointer and Morrison on the line. And Lewis will shoot one more.
That lets you know that if they make this shot, there's going to be some type of full court pressure, I would assume, assuming this goes in here.
Free throw is good. And yep, here comes the press right there. Brandon Clay back on the mic with me now. Here he is. Myers now holding it, swinging. Long cross-court pass to Sims. Sims, one dribble, stepped in, short corner jumper. Front iron, no good. Newby fighting for the rebound. Newby can't get it. And now inside is Sims. Sims battling, nothing doing. Kicks it back out. There's Meyer. A long three. Back iron, no. Rebound by Walton. Walton to Meyer. She gonna pull it again. Short this time. Newby gets the rebound for Team Elite Pointer. Kayla Pointer running it with Cassell.
Oh, wow.
Give and go.
What a touch pass with her future head coach watching. Wes Moore, Erica Cassell with the nice touch pass there to Pointer in transition.
White holding on the elbow on the foul line. Bad shot. Newby gets the rebound. White has been very effective in her time in the game so far today. Morris over to Lewis. Lewis puts it on the floor, now peels it back out. Newby,
great
nice pass down low. Cassell couldn't get up there, and a foul right there by Sims.
Well, and you're watching the post pass here from Team Elite. As you see this here in the open floor, Pointer to Cassell, the volleyball tap over to Pointer, and the finish.
I don't know a lot about basketball, but aren't you supposed to make the defender commit? And so once that defender committed, Cassell just, there you go, have it right back.
Easy. Now you're playing 1-on-0. You just got to make the layup.
That's it. Running that break. 34-29, they stretched it out there a little bit now. Cassell at the free throw line. Made the first one. Made the second one. She splashed them home.
Well, the thing I love about Cassell is her ability to do what she does and do it really well. You know, she's a kid that is going to rebound the basketball. She's going to change the game defensively. She's going to run the floor, and she's got a good feel for the game. The rare errant pass from Kayla Pointer.
You know how I know that? I mean, I've seen her play before, but her expression when she got the ball right here, she was waiting and waiting. She saw where you should have been, and you were not, led to a turnover. Now, she gets credit for the turnover, but that's one of those where the teammate actually, because that's the first thing she said. She went and looked up at her as Meyer hit that jumper, like, what were you doing?
Hey, I like that possession right there. Agree with you wholeheartedly on Pointer. The nice use of the high screen and roll there by Sarah Myers, playing with her future college teammate at Maryland, Jenna Stady, and getting an opportunity to hit that. Their future head coach, Brenda Freeze, was in town earlier this morning, watched their early game, and then I bet Shelby, assistant coach there in Maryland, was here for both games yesterday. So Maryland well represented here at the summer kickoff.
Traveling violation on Newby and Pointer. 35-31. Now here's Brown. Brown got her cookies taken by Pointer, who goes behind the back. Pointer on the break. Pointer scoops it up. No. Sims gets the rebound. Sims now going to come back this way for the Metro. They're trying to score quickly in transition below the foul line. Scooping off the window. No. Rebound. Stady up and in good.
Well, the thing about Jenna is obviously her size. You see that. But her hands. She's got great hands. The ability to catch the basketball. Talked to her a couple times, saw her at the Naismith Awards dinner. You know, this year, Marcus Burnett was in attendance here, our SUVtv producer. And just what a great kid. So what a great individual. We talked about Raya Copeland having fun with the game in the last game. And Jenna's a kid that seems to enjoy her time out on the floor.
Autumn Newby, a tough go of it today. She missed that, has yet to scratch the book scoring-wise.
But was able to draw that charge there on Rashika White, the offensive foul, I should say. She didn't have the ball as she was trying to get position. White definitely with the coolest hair in the event. Like, it's not even a question. It's hands down. It's incredible.
Thank you. I commented on it earlier, and Watkins just he didn't say nothing.
Nah, it's not even close. I mean, there were a couple of kids that were probably in the mix.
That's what I'm saying. I have to ask her about that. Lewis on the miss, Stady cleaning the glass. But my point is, I brought it up as a conversation piece, and Watkins didn't say nothing. He said nothing.
You know what, man? I can appreciate that about Chris Watkins, man. You're going to get what you get. He stays in his lane. That's not his lane. I'm cool with that, man. Hey, but that layup was in a Sims lane. Her ability to score and finish right there was big.
Yeah, Sims is playing really well. The Mays product. She cut her hand. She cut her hand. She cut her hand. Sims gonna drive. Sims with the cut on her hand, drives and scores.
That's awesome. As Matt Huddleston talks about having a cut on her hand.
I mean, it's bad. I can see it.
Scores it.
Right there on her finger.
They're gonna send. They got the trainer, Sheena Watkins, right there in the corner, representing Central Gwinnett well.
They're gonna cut it. Okay, and here's Sims down here on the layup. This is ProspectNation.com instant replay. And we are in a 37-35 contest. You see a look at her hand right there. She's showing the ref. You don't see this? 11:36 to go. So Morrison, Pointer, Cassell, Newby, and Lewis, the five on the floor for Team Elite Pointer. Brown, Stady, White, Meyer, and Walton, the five on the floor for the Metros. High-low action. White took it away. White is having a fine day today.
Well, she takes up so much space on the interior. Good size, and you can play her along with Jenna. Look at that touch. The nice comeback over her right shoulder there. One of the biggest things I think when you start talking about Stady's improvement and development over the course of the next couple of years is going to be just her ability to play long stretches now with the rule changes in women's basketball going to the 10-minute quarters that will mirror more of what you're getting in the WNBA. Now your media timeouts become a little bit shorter. You're not going to have as many. Now you're going 5 instead of the 4 play. Timeout, quarter life, whether it's a political issue, whether it's a basketball issue, is because it's always been done that way. Well, when you're the outlier, well, why are you still doing it that way? Everybody else has made an adjustment. Go ahead and make the adjustment.
Men's college basketball, the only ones left.
And I don't think it'll be long. You know, I don't think it'll be much longer. They're the only one left.
It's a quarter left. I mean, here we play halves, but it's fitting. We don't really need the quarter breakdown.
Yeah.
Because it's about the game. We can only play but for so long. That's basically what this is. After that shot is made there, 41-40.
Let me say this. As Prospects Nation TV continues to grow, we continue to have more and more sponsors jump on board. We have commercials, things like that. Then it'll be time for commercials. We'll need commercial breaks at the end of the quarter. So, Marcus Burnett, if you hear me, man, let's get this done, man.
A long jumper by Newby, no good. Hey, I'm a quarters fan. I am a quarters fan, period. End of discussion. Nice move by White. Twirling dervish and scoring is Miss White. Fancy hair and all.
So when you start to talk about the collegiate game, the ability to play White and Stady together alongside of each other, the footwork, the spin there. Anytime you have two kids of that size, they then make the game tougher on the interior as well. So it's twofold.
Beautiful spin move there. I mean, Stady's move down here, you make him go further than where I'm going. Put me in the mind of Erin Bowley when she made that move
No
right there.
question. I think that's a great reference point in terms of a single move in a package. Erin Bowley during the preseason shootout, and Erin Bowley, one of the top 15 kids in the class, inside of the ProspectsNation.com Elite 25, going to Notre Dame. Stady going to Maryland, and so you see the comparison in terms of people who have a trophy in the trophy case and the type of skill sets that they're looking for their players at the next level.
Morris inbounds. Now it's Kayla Pointer. 43-40, 9:09 to go. This game may come down to the wire.
For real.
Seriously. I mean, you're looking at two very well matched teams. A three. Morrison again. Bang, bang, bang.
Let me say this. We talk about the improvement in the skill development. Q Morrison has done a great job with her game in that area. She really has become a consistent outside shooter. Great move right back at you, young Jada Walton.
Jada Walton, Southwest DeKalb, a nifty move with the left hand. A long three. Every time Clay sits down today, a lefty goes to work.
Well, I'll tell you what, you see Morrison now. So in 3 possessions, you get the Morrison 3, you get the great Walton move. We're going to see this breakdown here, Joe. You got this.
That's that Morrison 3, ProspectNation.com, instant replay. Splash.
And then you come back, and now the respect for the Morrison 3 forces Walton into the late closeout, which draws the foul and now sends Morrison to the line with a chance to get 3 the non-traditional way.
Yep. 3 the old-fashioned way or the harder way, whichever one you want to do. There it is. Morrison makes the first one. Here comes her second one. She's beginning to fill up the stat book a little bit now, guys. $15 in the game, 16 in the game. After she gets all 3 free throws, and that pushes Team Elite Pointer back out 46-45 with 8:30 to go.
Well, and this is a problem I never thought I would have, is that Q Morrison has become such a good player on the offensive end that I struggled to mention her defensive prowess down here as she's guarding Jenna Brown on the basketball. So you've got a kid who can play off the basketball and score it, but has the ability to play on ball defensively, and that's a rarity.
And I think that it's even more important in a game like this when Team Elite Pointer is not as deep as they normally are.
No question. Missing a couple of kids. Victoria Cook, who's committed to Georgia Tech, out. Lily Carter, going to Vanderbilt, is not here today. So, yeah, definitely missing a couple of pieces that they normally have.
Running the break. Pointer. Good.
It's just he's more playing time for Morrison than Pointer. That's okay.
That's all it is. I mean, and I'll talk about this with you. I asked Chris, but I'm going to ask Brandon Clay, would you say Team Elite Pointer maybe is a top 20, 25 team?
Oh, in the country right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, this is a top 5 team.
Top 5, okay.
In terms of club basketball, yeah. I mean, I think them, Kentucky Premier, I think you look at what the Metros are doing right now, and when they play like this, they have the pieces to be really, really good. Philly Bells is sitting at 5-0. A couple independent teams, the Minnesota Furies really good this year up out of there. So plenty of talent, plenty of good teams. You saw the Essence Flames game earlier. I think Essence, when they're rolling, is in that discussion and in that mix. So a lot of good basketball teams. I'm excited to see Best Choice United this weekend up in Nashville. They'll be at our Real Deal in the Ville Session 2. They're loaded. Their backcourt is 2 kids that are in the top 15 in their respective classes, and Caitlin Gilbert and Ty Harris. So, but I definitely think you got to mention Team Elite Pointer. Anytime you mention potentially the best, and when you talk about the best in the class, rising juniors, you got to mention Quenisha Morrison.
Quenisha Morrison and 5'8", 207 out of Mount Perrin. I generously said top 20, top 25 just to get your reaction out of it. Just to let you know.
You know I was going to have a take, man. I've been around the world, and I done seen some players, man.
Yes, sir. You know it. ProspectNation.com instant replay. And the N1 is good. And now look at that scoreboard. They pushed it out there 51-45. It's a 6-point game with 7:19.
Well, and you know this is my time right here. That 7-minute mark to the 5-minute mark. Can you keep this from becoming a double-digit lead if you're the Metros? You talked about Stady, you talked about Rashika White, and those kids do a good job, but you've got to get some perimeter scoring because Team Elite Pointer right now is hurting you with their perimeter game. You've got to be able to match that, whether it is a situation where it's Walton, Myers, even Sims coming back now off of that cut. Somebody's got to find a way to put the basketball on the hole that is a perimeter-oriented player.
White will take a seat as Tweedy comes in, but another thing here in the last couple of moments, Brandon, Metro's getting empty possessions.
No question. Well, that's not something they had. They had about a 3-minute stretch, whether it was the Myers pick and roll with Stady, whether it was Stady with the little turn over the right shoulder and the little jumper. White, Walton had the tough bucket. Sims, I mean, I can go back and name them for you, and they just have not had that success, as they have another one, as you alluded to right there. That's not something they can do if they want to keep this thing inside of 10 points going to the last 5 minutes.
Raven Johnson back into the game. She's got 2 or 4 points. We talked about her back in April, coming back from the injury. Just good to see her out on the floor.
No question. And you talk about another just great kid. You see her with the attack, and that's going to come back. You know, that's the piece right there. As you see her attack the rim, that's going to come back for her over the next couple of weeks is the timing once she gets into the lane. But the fact that she's willing to push off and be able to make that attack lets you know she's feeling pretty good about the strength of both knees right now and where she's at in the recovery process.
Johnson, first free throw is no good. She had a play earlier in the first half. She drove right, got fouled, moved it to her left hand and pushed it off and scored. And it just felt good to see that glimpse coming back of Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson will get another free throw. 6-point game, 6:30 to go. Joel Helsman, Brandon Clay with you. PeachStateBasketball.com. Any gym is home. Hashtag PSB Summer Kickoff right here live on SUVtv. Raven Johnson misses the second free throw. Myers gets the rebound for the Metros, and they are in the
great pass there.
Tweedy puts it in.
I really like Sarah Myers. There's obviously a great finish there by Tweedy on the break, but a great pass ahead by Myers. You know, such a smart kid, a deceptively good athlete, good footwork. You know what, at the end of the day, she really cares about being good at this game. And there's a lot to be said for that.
Cassell shot no. Stady tied her up, and the Metros will get the ball. They're trailing by 4, and Coach Huddleston stands up calmly, claps, and now looks at the clock, and now he wants to talk about it. 51-47, 6:06 to go. Georgia Metros call a timeout. SUVtv. It's time for the ProspectNationsTV.com instant replay, and here's Sarah Myers. Nice dart. Reward the big girl for running the floor.
Well, you know what's interesting on that last possession there, Joel? Cassell had the ball one-on-one in the ISO, but she's given up about 4 inches in the matchup with Stady. When you don't leave her with the move, you got to feel that, kick it out and just keep playing, especially without a shot clock. It's now that you're down to 5 and you got to force something, you got to get a shot attempt up on deck. Kick it out, you got great guards. Let them rework to get you back open. You didn't work, it's fine. Kick it and keep playing. Save that possession. Let's make sure we get a quality shot on goal.
All the way, 51-47, 6:06 out of the timeout. The Metros now, you always want to get a hoop when you get out of the timeout. Walton inbounded to Sims. Sims won't touch it yet. She picks it up and dribbles it now over to Myers. Myers back to Sims, looking at his own defense now. Stady in the middle, kicking on the backside. There's a jumper by Walton, good. Out of the timeout, that's what you want. Jada Walton with the J.
That was a great diagonal pass there from Stady out of zone to Walton.
Oh, pointer, nice pass. Cassell down low, they're gonna get her with steps. Traveling violation, 5:48 to go. Erica Cassell hit with a turnover.
Well, and that's the part of, we talked about the progression. And that's the part of Cassell's game. Unfortunately, she had an injury, season before last that sidelined her for a bit and still is having to work through is understanding, when and where. Great defense on the double down by Pointer. Saw it coming. Great pinch down there.
Yep.
But understanding for Cassell when and where to keep it and when and where to just keep playing.
Johnson, a 3, no. Badly missed. Jones and Tweedy get tied up. There'll be a jump ball. And Tweedy has had her nose in there in the minutes that she's had out of Rutherfordtown, North Carolina. Rutherfordton, North Carolina, excuse me.
That's interesting. There's an event I go to every year up in Freedom High School in Morganton, and you go through her town to be able to get there. So very familiar now with that trek.
Yep.
You take 85 and kind of slide off and ride through South Carolina, through almost towards Asheville. Good player and a good find for the Metros and a nice face-up jumper for Erica
Cassell. You don't see that much. She can do it, though. Another hoop for her. She has 11 now, 53-49. Cassell with a steal. Gets it ahead to Raven Johnson. They got numbers if they hurry. Johnson on the break. Euro stepping in and got fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
That's what Cassell does so well. it's the plays away from the basketball. So even when she's not the primary kid offensively, it's the defensive play down there. It's a rebound here. Those are the things right now that she does well. Continuing to focus on doing those things and making good things happen for her team are important.
Raven Johnson unable to get the free throw to fall.
Well, I like what Johnson's doing. You can tell the timing is a little off, but I like what she's doing here to get July started and the way she's playing. Just need her now to knock one of them falls for, but need her to knock down those free throws or find a way to be able to get those layups to drop when she's attacking the rim.
Rashika White back in. Autumn Newby now will come in, and Jones will go out. Newby yet to score, but we all know what type of player she is overall.
No question. We know a name that we haven't called as we get another 5-minute mark. We haven't talked about Jenna Brown with the Metros, which is surprising, you know, for as talented as she is. And she got rolling this morning, but it just right now has not been her game. She's on the bench. I wouldn't be surprised to see her inserted here in the next minute or so as this thing gets down to the wire.
Only 2 points for her in the game so far, Jenna Brown. I'd love it. There's a foul down low as Erica Cassell went up. 4:15 to go, 54-49. Team Elite Pointer, they are in the white. Georgia Metros, they are in the blue. Here's Jada Lewis. Lewis holding with the right hand dribble, belt high as she moves to the right corner. Right elbow. Lewis puts it on the floor. There's an offensive foul on Cassell. Checking in now for the first time, 6'4" out of Wanda Barrow Nelson Olivia Nelson Oda. She checks in, and now here comes Jenna Brown right now
on cue. Right on cue. I think Matt
you stay in every coach's mind, so you know.
Well, you know, I think the key to that is just understanding, you know, from where we sit, you know, time and score and the players and the skill sets, and it'll be interesting. I think that Brown has got to impact this game at some point for the Metros to come out victorious. Time where you almost want to run a design set if you've got one in pocket to get her a shot, maybe get her in some type of rhythm here before you get too late in this game.
Olivia Nelson Oda with a turnover, been sitting on that bench a long time and have to come in right at the 4-minute mark. Here's Morrison. Morrison into the forecourt, and she was fouled. Jenna Brown came in to apply some pressure.
That's a tough matchup. You'll see Sarah Myers check back in the basketball game here.
Myers, let's see who she's coming to get. She's coming to get Sims at the guard spot. That may be because Pointer is on the bench at the moment.
Well, you know what would be, I think, an interesting dynamic for the Metros, looking forward, maybe not even in this game, but looking forward to the rest of the summer, is Sims, Brown, Myers in together. Now you've got 3 kids who can all handle the basketball. Myers and Brown may be more secondary kids. Sims is your tempo pusher and your point guard. But now you got 3 different kids who all bring a little something different to the table, but are all good enough to make plays offensively, and then you can put Stadium White behind them. You can do some different things to make sure you protect yourself with the length on the backside of the defense.
There's Kayla Porter dribbling around, and now here's Jada Lewis. Lewis down the lane, floating and scoring. Jada Lewis attacking again. She has 7 in the contest. Lead pushed out to 7 now. There's a long 3 by Myers. Good, all 3 of them from the left wing.
Well, it's why you like Myers' game. You know, and I want to touch on Lewis. You know, it's interesting when you have a team as talented as Team Elite. You know, it's hard to give everybody the credit they deserve. All Jada Lewis does is make plays, whether it's on the defensive end of the floor, whether it's on the offensive end of the floor, the tough floater, hit shots, does it with McEachern. Look at the pass there to Pointer, just feeling when to make plays here.
Newbie pump fake, shot up, no good. Rebound fell on the floor, and Johnson couldn't corral it out of bounds, and it will stay with Team Pointer Elite. And just to back you up on that, Jada, I've actually had the privilege of seeing her play a long time. She's always, whatever you need her to do, she'll go do it.
No question.
She's averaging, maybe 8-9 points a game out here. But as you and I have talked about previously, and when she gets to McEachern, she's going to have to lead them in scoring.
Period. Well, it looks like they're going to have a couple of new additions. Quenisha Morrison set to go over there next year after leaving Mount Parent. So they'll have some kids that can score, but a very different look than Taya Cooper and Kalia Robinson. That much is going to be for sure.
That is for sure. And they got a young freshman who played well last year that's going to play pretty good this year as well. And they dump it down over there. That's Pointer. Pointer gives it off. spin move, shot up, no foul by Newby.
Well, and that's one way to get yourself into the flow of the game when you're struggling a little bit, is to get a move like that, make it go into the rim. That was very similar, though, on the left block as opposed to the right, to the move that Rashika White made earlier in the game.
So Newby at the free throw line, shot up and in good. Newby gets on the board. Archer, when we talk about leading a team next year, that will be their leader next year. Autumn Newby, and that will be a very, very experienced junior.
No question. In a lot of ways, because her sister Madison is headed off to college.
Both free throws split, 1 of 2. 57-52. Ball game not over from the Metros. Brown over there. There's a long three. Cole off the bench.
That Madison Smith there with the jumper. The talented young prospect out of South Carolina. Coming in to give him some minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, great cut.
Nice pass. Beautiful. Can't draw it up any better, Kayla Pointer.
Again, Cassell doing what she does, which is making plays facing the basket as opposed to catching it as a primary kid.
Dump it down low. Good move. Olivia up, no. Rebound ripped down by Autumn.
Well, and this is something to remember now. Pointer has gone with a very experienced lineup here late, where the Metros have Olivia, they also have Madison Smith and Jenna Brown, so they've got 3 2018s playing on the floor right now.
59-52. That's something I noticed as well. I'm glad you brought that out. But, you know, that's where you learn.
Kirk Pointer on the verge of getting himself a technical right here. The referee not happy with Kirk. Kirk not happy with the referee.
I love the passion. 59-52, a 7-point lead. Coach Pointer team is up 121. He's still upset about the call. Got one last warning. There's another last warning. I'm watching this.
Well, and this is the time in the game where if you're a coach, you got to go and dial it. Ref gives you the hand up. You're up 7. The last thing you want to do is get a tech, give them 2 free throws and the basketball back. Even if you don't agree, you're up 7 with $1:20 left, and most of your run has been made in the last 5.5 minutes.
Yeah.
It can't be that bad. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad. Dial it, make sure you go home with this win, and get out of here.
And it happened right there in that window we were talking about once we hit that under 7 mark. Metros will be inbounding it. And he wants them to pick it up. And they do. So here comes Sims into the forecourt. Goes behind her back, gives it over to Myers on this left wing, gets a screen. Myers step back, a 3, short, off somebody's foot, out of bounds. It'll be Pointer basketball.
Yep, off Stady's foot. Interesting when they changed that shot. You remember coming off the pick and roll. The first time she was coming off her right hand, coming off of the pick and roll. This time it was a side and not a high, so she was coming off of her left hand. Took her a little second to gather it coming off that left hand bounce. Most strong hand shooters, right hand shooters, you see the timeout called there by Kirk Pointer, want to shoot it coming off of their weak hand, but that's a tougher shot coming off the screen and roll to drag your feet. And you saw Myers fumble a little bit, and then the ball comes up short.
Yep, that's exactly right. The timeout was called by Coach Pointer. He didn't like how everything was going right there. 57 and 7/10 seconds. Still a 57 and 6/10 seconds. Still a 7-point game, 59-52.
Interesting right here. I think if you're Kirk Pointer, you want to try to control tempo. If I'm the Metros, I'm fouling quick. We want to go ahead and foul quick. Let's go ahead and put them in the free throw situation because it's a team full of ball handlers. I think if you don't have Lewis, Pointer, and Morrison, maybe just 2 or even one of them, then you go ahead and you try to play it out and maybe get a steal. I don't know that I want to try to play it out versus this group for multiple possessions. Even if we get 1 steal, I'm not banking on the fact that we can get 3 turnovers in 50 seconds and get the ball back to score it 3 times. I don't know that we're going to have that much time in 57.6. I think if they get it in and we can't get that initial trap, let's go ahead and foul. Let's try to stretch this game out and hope they miss free throws.
Inbound to Cassell. Cassell bounces it to Newby. Newby working down in the paint, turning, kicked it back to Cassell, and then they work it all the way back 50 seconds. Up to get a count on her over to Morrison. Morrison on the right wing. Morrison puts it on the floor one way and the other, and now gives it over to Pointer. Pointer flashes it into Cassell, almost with a steal there, 40 seconds. There goes Pointer. Pointer down the lane. They run the time, and they got the hoop.
They run 20 seconds off the floor, and then Kayla Pointer still gets the floater. They're just such a tough team to trap. Even Erica Cassell, good move there by Myers. Even in Erica Cassell, it's so tough to trap Erica Cassell facing it at 18, or any of the three guards. You see the quick foul now, but now it's 30-some-odd seconds, and you're at the same score deficit, 61-54. You've literally spent right at 35 seconds to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So, that's what I alluded to in the beginning. Not that you can't get the stop, but it's how many times in a row can you get the stop, but you're playing less than a minute. It's that whole situational breakdown thing we used to do at team camp, right? Under a minute, down 7. How do you extend the game to give yourself more time? Yep. And I think this is a great example.
Free throw, back iron, no. Rebound by Myers. Pointer missed the front end of the 1-and-1, but there's a million up ahead. 18 seconds, there's a long 3. No, it's a foul. Whoa, they would have got the 3 and the 1 free throw. Not gonna do that now, side out of bounds.
Well, and again now, you're forcing Pointer to have to win the game at the free throw line instead of dictating it with their offensive pace. If they hit free throws late when we were behind, y'all win. Great job. Congratulations. We want to force you to have to win the game that way.
Yeah, earn it. You have to earn it. Okay, now the refs will want to talk about something. There's 9 team fouls, but that foul was away from the ball. Are they going to discuss whether she should get the 1-and-1? 61-54. Team Elite Pointer leading the Georgia Metros. Final game of the day here at PeachStateBasketball.com. Any gym is home on SUVtv. Glad that you've been with us. I'm Joe Hilsman. Brandon Clay, a full week on the network of SUVtv. So just make sure you follow us on Twitter and not miss any of the action. Bad pass there by Walton. It was tipped by Elite Pointer with 15.4 seconds. Coach Huddleston wanted to interview Coach Pointer. He has the lead, but he's upset.
Yeah, as he should. I don't know that one got touched.
Yeah, I didn't think it did
That's
either.
okay.
There's a steal, though.
Ball works out. It works out.
Jada Lewis with the steal. She crosses the timeline, and they may just let her go. Let's see Sims over to Pointer, and that may do it now as Team Elite Pointer come from behind, 61-54 victory. Quenisha Morrison, 19 points to high for them. Erica Sale, she finished with 11, and Kayla Pointer finished with 11 as well for Team Elite Pointer. Final score, 61-54. Thank you for joining us all day right here on SUVtv for the hashtag PSB Summer Kickoff. More action all week right here at SUVtv. For Brandon Clay and our whole crew, I'm Joe Hilsman. We'll see you next time right here on SUVtv.